Okay.
Action.
All right, we're going to start level 3 right now. So what we've got here, we've got this figure. I'm going to try not to explain anything about it. I want you guys to do most of the thinking here. So when it says how many points, best way to deal with it is just to count. So how many points do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does everybody all agree?
Yeah.
What's the answer?
8.
8. Great. Okay. How many segments? Okay. Here's an approach. Because sometimes when you're counting, you count something twice, or you don't count it enough times, or you miss something. Every prism has a top and a bottom, and they're always the same. So the top is the same as the bottom. So what you do is you count the top, you count the bottom, and then you count the connector pieces. Does that make sense? Okay. So how many are on the top? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many connector pieces do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many bottom pieces do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 times 3 is 12. That's easy, right? Okay. Now, how many planes? Okay, there's a top and a bottom, and then there's walls. So think of it like a room. That's the easiest way. We have a ceiling and a floor, so that's 2. And then how many walls? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. Okay? Okay. So this is simple. Now you guys realize this is a 3D drawing, so the main shape isn't really a parallelogram like it looks like. What shape does that probably?
Cube.
I'm talking about the main shape. I'm not talking about the whole thing. I'm talking about this piece here. That's probably not a square. More likely to be a rectangle. I'll go with rectangle. That's definitely a square. All the sides would be the same. That might be a square. It could be a square if it's greatly foreshortened, but it's more likely to be a rectangle.
Mine's a square.
Okay? Now, this is one that's a giveaway once you get the idea. If the main shape is a rectangle, and all of these are going to be prisms, then this would be a rectangular prism. Does that make sense?
Can I say cube?
No. A cube is all squares. That's different. This is a rectangular prism. Now, I'm glad you asked that, Alex. It's not a cube because they're not all congruent. Yes?
Can't a square be a rectangle?
A square is a type of rectangle, so therefore a cube is a type of rectangular prism. But not all rectangles are squares. Considering that this is not a square, we can't say it's a square. If it was a square, we could still say it was a rectangle. Does that make sense? Okay. I like the question. That's smart. Okay, now, segment EF, what's this symbol here?
Parallel.
Parallel. So, here's segment EF. So what are the ones that are parallel to segment EF?
GH.
AB. So I'm going to write that segment AB, right? So segment AB, comma,
Segment
DC. Is it okay to call it CB?
Yes.
Sure, it does not matter at all. And lastly,
GH.
GH. Great. Okay. Okay, now it says segment DC is skew to. So there's going to be more than one answer. I only want one. But remember, skew just means going different directions and not touching.
AE.
So let's validate here. DC is skewed to AE. True or false?
True.
True. Good.
FE.
How about
FG.
FG? True or false?
True.
True. They don't touch and they go different directions. That's what we're looking for. Can anyone name another one?
EH.
How about EH?
Yes.
Okay, let me throw one out there and you guys validate. Is DC skewed to EF?
No.
No. What would that relationship be?
Parallel.
Parallel. Okay, people I'm hearing are answering very well, so that's good. So again, just give me one working answer. DC, segment DC is skewed to what?
AE.
AE. I'll take AE, that sounds good. Okay, great. And now read this. Plane ABC is parallel to. Okay, so plane ABC. So first of all, what is plane ABC?
The roof.
The roof. What you do is you take any three and you identify it. So plane ABC is parallel to EFG, plane EFG, which we just have to write. Do we have to call it EFG?
No, EH.
Can we call it EHG?
Yeah.
Can we call it GHE? Yeah? Any three Any three would be accurate. Okay? Any questions about that? Okay, last.
How do you
Yes.
find out?
Really? You're okay? Okay. Plane HGC, so let's identify. Plane HGC is the right side wall. Has everybody got that? HGC. And plane BFG. Where's BFG? That's the back wall, isn't it? So the right side wall and the back side wall, they intersect where?
GC.
Segment GC. Okay, so that is a standard level 3. These are the types of questions you'll be answering for a level 3. Thank you very much. Rewind if necessary.